At home, I'm usually watching TV, scrolling through social media apps, or drawing. I saw this show pop up on my phone and I thought it would be interesting to watch. Now, the show was a crazy sci-fi show about the horrors in the 50s and 60s about African Americans, but their outro song that had been playing was Old Black Joe. I knew what Old Black Joe was. I just didn't know they made it into a song. So I looked up Old Black Joe, the song, for the lyrics because I was curious. I go on my laptop and search for the song, but something inside me told me to click images. And as I do so, I see black faces, Aunt Jemima, and a drawing pop up. A drawing? Why is a drawing popping up? It doesn't seem it could mean something so meaningful by the first glance. But when I read the artist's description, I realize the artist's intentions was trying to confront the romanticizing of slavery and people acting as Old Black Joe. I left the discovery of the artwork alone because I didn't know who to tell. But it kept roaming in my mind, the face of the black man staring into the audience with his cane tied to the white baby, showing how he would forever serve the white family, with a cotton field behind him and white clouds, and a brown dog running towards the White House, running towards the lady in black, watching, waiting, wondering. I finally gained the courage to look up the artist because I was scared. Of what, Tyra? Of who, Tyra? I don't know, but something inside me told me to share it to the world. So I listened and realized it's just one of the 75 artworks he has created. But looking up Horace Pippin, it made it seem like as everyone already knew who he was. Under creator websites that allow people to comment on hoax that only satisfies their mind, like how he was arrested by the police for helping a lady. It may have happened, but we will never know the truth because no one wants to know the truth. And even if you do want to know the truth, you can never find the truth because it's hidden. To find history, you must go back in time and connect the dots to find the truth. Horace Pippin, born February 22nd, 1888. At the age of 3, Horace Pippin moved to Goshen, New York, and attended a segregated school. And at the age of 10, he received his first art supply kit by answering a mall advertisement. He later moved to Paterson, New Jersey, and attended the Army, serving for years and a little bit in World War I, until he was injured, leaving him moving back to Westchester and pursuing the career of painting again. And by 1931, he released his first painting about the horrors and visions he had about World War I. I believe Horace Pippin should be more talked about in Black history books because he is history. And we can talk about other people for creating priceless artworks, but not the artists who confronted people and the creator and people acting as the Old Black Joe and showed the world how Black people were living in America, like Sunday morning breakfast, the bar acts, and supper time. But how can Old Black Joe still be remembered to this day and not Horace Pippin and many others? In many museums of fine arts, they tend to disregard the artworks when they believe no one should know about just because they think their artwork is bad. But who is the one to question and determine whether somebody's artwork is good or bad? All art comes in different forms, shapes, and sizes. It does not matter if they study art or did not. And we have no right to judge other people for making art. Like in fashion, photography, writing, and painting. So the next artwork you see yourself glancing at a little bit too often, or for the next artwork you see, ask yourself, how did they become famous? Why are their artworks worth $2 million or $2? Why were they famous then and not now? Are they a rising star? What do we learn about other artists who we cannot connect with? What makes them better than other artists?